Oh no, not hearing that any other young person jumping in. And if you are here, but you're just getting your sound together, please feel free to cut me off and just jump right in. But hello, everyone. My name is Ikeem Lloyd, and Erlen, I'd be interested in knowing what data the governor and folks are trying to collect, and what information you actually need to make a decision on this. Because if cycles data isn't good enough for the governor and their cabinet, then let me share that in 2003 and 2004, after the mandate, there was an increase from 10% to 15% as it pertains to Black children, Black and brown children being arrested. Latino children jumped from 5% to 9%. In 2010, we see another increase where Black children were given more out of school suspensions, jumped up to 16%. And so if cycles data collection for specifically here in Providence isn't enough, then maybe national statistics is enough for the governor and their cabinet to be aware of as it pertains to how Black and brown students are being targeted, and how they're being interacted with via the relationship or lack of their relationship that they have with SROs. Um, it is likely to also share that in 2007, it was reported that 1/3 of Black and brown students have been arrested or placed in some sort of juvenile detention center. How are our young people supposed to get the education that they need, get the education that they deserve, when they are being pretty much pushed out? And so when we talk about, why it's important to remove SROs from schools, it's important to understand the history of why SROs was even placed in schools. It's important to understand why SROs continue to be a traumatizing situation for Black and brown children. And there's no way that we can move forward with trying to reform the SRO position, because the fact that they are there is the problem. And so it's not about having a conversation on, how can we make this look pretty? We've had years to make it look pretty. We've had opportunities to make it look pretty. And yet these young people are still telling you today that it doesn't look pretty, and that they feel scared, and that they don't feel protected, and that they don't feel seen by the same people who are supposed to be there to help them be seen. And so there is no reform that's going to help this process and this situation look pretty. What we need is for SROs to just be removed, and allow these young people to start feeling safe again, to allow for schools to start feeling more like home again, and to take the information that these young people are sharing with you day to day, in the moment, and letting you know that they would actually prefer a school with them not being there. And so I don't see a reason to prolong this situation, to prolong this conversation by talking about, oh, we need data, because the data is there. I don't see the reason why we need to prolong this conversation and have folks come to the table and have all these side meetings about how can we make it look better, because there is no way of making what has been systematically, right, ingrained into these schools better. It's at a point now where we just have to get rid of and start over, and then have young people be at the tables of what a safer school look like. My name is Ikeem Lloyd, and I yield the rest of my time.
Thank you, Ikeem.